Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I hope on this Saturday you are having a fantastic day. Okay, so in this video today, I am tackling my, I don't want to say my beast, my challenging tree. We'll put it that way. And if you're returning, you already know why this tree is challenging. If not, that means that you're new. So if you're new, go back and watch some of my couple of the other videos. Start from Vlogmas Day 1. So that way you can get a little familiar with me. And if you like that type of content, then go ahead and think about joining the family. Please subscribe, like, and turn on your notification bells. So that way you don't miss out on any of the videos. So we tackling this tree today. And then also, if you watch my Vlogmas Day 5, you know that I went back to Aldi and I ended up finding another one of the paper trees at another Aldi's. Oh, by the way, we have a third Aldi's that's about to open less than a week. I can't wait to go to the grand opening. But anyway, let's just go ahead and dive in today's video. I'm going to go ahead and start by putting down the other medium-sized paper tree, getting the small one put up because I'm going to use that later in another decorations. So sit back, enjoy the video, and I'll step back in so we can chat a little bit.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay, friends, so as you can see that I have already fluffed the tree out. So I save you all of that time. I started out, I fluffed at the top, went ahead, stopped the camera, and brought you back in when I started fluffing the bottom. So what I'm about to do now is I'm about to separate these bulbs. These are the bulbs ornaments that I had on the tree last year. And it was just easy to put them on the floral wire and just wrap them around the tree. And so I'm taking them loose, and I'm thinking as I'm going along how I want to actually do these. So first, let me just say this. I still have the Christmas containers in my great room behind the sectional, in which they will be removed tomorrow. The reason being that they're still there, not that I need to provide an explanation, but I thought I'd just share and elaborate. Well, due to my lower back issue, I was informed that I should not be, lifting a lot of heavy stuff, and just be cautious of what I'm lifting and how I'm lifting. And so because I'm still doing light weights when I work out in the evenings, I'm making sure that I'm not overdoing it. Okay. And so when I'm here during the daytime off of work and I am trying to do bits and pieces of decorating in the home, I can't have my husband put those containers up because he's asleep and then he's at work. And so I am being a reasonable person and going to let him move those all at one time. And so it's not in the way. It's pushed over in the corner, and it's in the same corner that you've seen them in. But like I said, now that the tree is decorated, I have decorated just a little console under the TV, with the exception of I was going to put a floral, actually like a swag. I had two of those small white Christmas trees that I had wired together. I was going to put that in the center. Well, if I do that, then it'll be difficult to change the channel and all that until I put the sound bar on the wall that's going to sit up under the TV. And so right now, that is not the case. And so what I want to put there, for somehow it broken, and it was a DIY that I actually had did last year. And so I got to mend that back together, but that's what's going to go there. But anyway, so you can see I had made an ornament. Well, I made like a cluster, put it on the tree. And I thought to myself when I first put it on the tree, okay, I like that, because I had envisioned of what it would look like versus what it actually looked like. So once I hung it on the tree, I stepped back, took a look at it, and I was like, kind of really don't like that. And so what I decided to do is I actually took it loose. Well, before I took it loose, I made like 4 different other clusters until I decided the clusters that I actually wanted. And so then I made all the clusters, and that's what you see I'm putting on the tree now. So at first I was going to put them in a pattern that was going around the tree. And then I said, you know what? I'm over it. I have already spent, believe it or not, over an hour of putting clusters together, taking the clusters loose, almost 2 hours, feathering out the tree and all of that, to where I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what it is to get this tree decorated and be done with it. And so the original green ornaments that I was going to put on the tree. They're actually the green velvet. Well, they have not arrived. At this moment, I think they're probably lost in the delivery. So I don't know if they're going to show up or not. So that's why I moved on with this. If they show up, I'll just have it maybe for another year or next year. Because next year, I don't know even if I will even incorporate green. So anyway, but you did see that I added the tree to the other trees that was on the floor, which it looks nice. As you can see from this angle of the camera, I also just added 2 green stockings and hung them on each side of the fireplace. I just felt like the wall was just naked, you know. In the beginning of the video, when I was moving the tree to where I wanted it to sit, you noticed that I had moved that tall floor vase that was over in the corner. So if you recall, maybe a month or two, I had got that from, I had purchased that from Goodwill. Well, I supposed to been spray painted. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that, but I didn't. But I have the paint now. It was raining again today. So it rained Thursday, Friday, today, and it's supposed to rain also tomorrow. I thought it was going to be to where I can kind of go out there and do it. That didn't happen today. And on Friday, when I thought I could do it, it just didn't work out that way. You know, I did have times that I could have ran out and did it, but I couldn't because of what other things that I had was pressing at the moment. So we're going to see what Sunday brings, that I am possible probably be able to get that spray painted. So the floor vase is going to go on the opposite side of the fireplace, and I'm going to put my floor arrangements in it. And so I want it to be black. That's the reason why. Well, you can see now I am attempting to make this ribbon. I started out doing this ribbon one way. That didn't work out. And I said, okay, you're trying to do something which my mind already told me which way to do it, but I was trying to do it another way. And that wasn't working. Okay, the ribbon wasn't cooperating, or either it was just the operator, which is me. So I just switched back to the way that I made the initial ribbon that I did over the canvas that I put over the fireplace. Excuse me. So that's that. So anyway, that's what I did. So you'll see the tree. The way that the tree turned out is really pretty, especially when the lights are lit up and it's nighttime. It is so beautiful. So you'll just see that. And I don't think it was anything else that I was going to bring to your attention that I can recall at the moment. Oh, I was. So I didn't have to buy another container for my fall stuff. I end up, as I stated yesterday, I got off, I was cleaning. That's why I had to do that shopping haul. So I end up finding, well, I didn't find it. Let's just be honest. I went through my granddaughter's toys and everything, got them all sorted out. Anything that was broken, I tossed it and all that other stuff. And so it was a large container that I had her toys in, which it no longer need to go in there because I have bins that her toys sit in now. And so with that, it actually worked out. And so I got that container bin and put all of the fall items in there, as well as most of it is the floor arrangements of the fall. And so the gray little bin thing that I had originally put them in, I took that out and I put the spring florals in those. So that worked out. I didn't have to actually get one. friends, so let me tell you this funny thing that happened today. So I finished up, recording this video. I'm finished editing and everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna have my video for Vlogmas Day up day 6. It's gonna be up, in a good decent time and everything. Why? I exported the video, right? I exported without doing doing the voiceover and everything. And so I done created my thumbnail and I done did the description and everything. I was so close to about to post this video. I was like, wait, I know it's something that I didn't do. Anyway, I caught myself. I was falling out laughing at myself, but that was so funny to me. Anyway, you can see I am adding my picks now into the tree. And these gold picks, I actually have them in gold and in red. And I done had these picks, I'm not going to even lie to you, it's been over 10 years. That's how long I had them. Like I said, if it's something that I really like, I make sure I store them properly. And so that way they're good use. They do have glitter on them, excuse me, as you can see. It is a little fallout on them. So I can say this much. They have been holding up very well in all the years that I have had them. I have other picks, but those picks that I have besides the gold and I have white picks, I have red picks, and the other ones are rose gold. So I have plenty rose gold picks, and I have those because I did the rose gold black and white 2 years ago. And so last year when it came time to put up this tree, I had the issue I told you about. I just threw whatever I had on there from last year and I was done with it. But this year I'm glad I did changed it in and got it up. Even though the green bulbs didn't, the green velvet ornaments didn't arrive, I still like the way that the tree did turn out. I mean, the video, the picture, it doesn't any justice to it. But anyway, so I'm adding these picks, like I said, to the tree. I added some little flowers that was to the tree. Those flowers I got from Amazon like 2 years ago, as I stated. Now, those are white with silver. So the silver is just giving a shine to it. And I put it in basically just to fill in the tree. Because what I was going to do to fill in the tree where I put the actual flowers, I didn't feel like it, nor did I have time to leave back out. I was going to go and get green balloons, and I was going to put those balloons in the tree to make them the size that I want. And that's what I was going to place where I put the flowers. But I didn't go back out and had no intent of going back out. To go back out in that rain, it was wet and cold, and the temp had continued to start dropping. So no. So now I am going through my florals. So these are the picks that I'm going to put in the top of the tree. As you can see, I had already picked out the white ones, and I put up the other ones that had the rose gold and some of the other ones. And I'm saving the other ones and the green ones for my floor arrangement that I'm going to do in the floor vase once I spray paint that black. So, like I said, hopefully I can get it done. After I finish doing the tree, I got the ribbons to look the best way I can get it to look. And sitting back looking at it, it looks decent. I then moved over and I just did a little touch to, as I said, the little console that is up under the TV. I didn't do too much, just a little something. What I want to put in the center, I, of course, like I told you, is broken. So it was wood pieces. I need to just glue it back together. And I should have used wood glue. I didn't. I had used hot glue at that time. What I'm showing you now is the runner that I'm putting there is gold. Now that came from Family Dollar last year. Now the price tag on there said $5, but I actually didn't get it for $5. It was after Christmas when they had everything on sale. So you see that I'm taking my little Dollar Tree, plants out of there. And so this is where I was going to add those Christmas trees. Now, I purchased, like I said, I have about 6 or 8 of these, and it's 8 of them that I have. I have white and green. I was going to put them in there. I do have the additional green to make the tree look full. I have bags of those that I had got from the Dollar Tree. Not this year, though. And so when I set it in there, I had stuffed some brown paper in there to see how it was going to look. And I was like, it will look nice if I went on ahead and added to fill it. But then I started thinking to myself, I really don't feel like decorating that. And it may be just too much because I already have the tree there. So I took those out and I just dust off the plants that I had there and put them back there to give it just a nice little elegant look. So I didn't go along with what I initially planned. So I did get my little round little florals. I put those over my little fake candles, which they work by remote. They are battery operated. Those came from Amazon a couple of years ago. And you can set those on a timer. I think it's 2, 4, 6, and 8 hours. And I like them. They're nice. They actually look like it's like a candle lit. So here's a close-up of the tree. Like I said, I do like the way that it turned out. In person, it just looks so much better. Here are the trees that are on the paper trees on the floor. That shimmer of gold is just beautiful there. And that's the little touches that I add to it. So friends, I want to take the time to thank you for stopping by today's video. I greatly appreciate you spending a little time with me today. I want to say, remember to always be bold, be creative, and most importantly, be you. Until tomorrow, friends. Bye.